Hey everybody. I just got back from my doctor's appointment. Went well. But here's the thing. And it's funny. I'm not mad at all. I actually took it well, and I laugh. I laugh. I was in the waiting room, and people were like looking at me and pointing at me and like, "Oh, look, that's Justin Trudeau's secret son, like we saw on TV. That's the guy we saw on TV." And they were telling they're talking to each other about my life story and Amy's story, Oh, he's the guy that's working for GTF2 that banged his own mom. And I laughed. I laughed. They were all like, he apparently banged his own mom. And they were all saying it. I was like, I'm right there. You could be a little, on the down low, right? But I don't mind. I actually thought I laughed and uh, so yeah, I guess there was more videos of me or stuff. My story was apparently shared on TV, so uh, it's cool. It's cool. It's just you know uh, GTF2 did give me the warning if people start to judge you or talk to about you banging your own mother, don't take it too personal. Last night, that's what they said to me last night, and now I see why they were giving me a heads up. You're on the TV. you know, uh, I got a new Canadian flag. I had a bad day once, and I got rid of the flag because I felt like betrayed by my country, kind of thing. But I realized that's not the case. GTF2 said, we've been planning something for you for a long time, and we're sorry, you end up suffering throughout your life, but we did always at least keep an eye on you and plan at some point to bring you to power. That's what they said, I did. So thank you, GTF2, thanks for the heads up. You could have just said, you were on TV, boy. I would have gotten it. So yay, everybody in Canada knows I've been banging my mom. Cool. Cool. Anyways, so I can only imagine like certain people that I know, finding out about this on the TV, what they would imagine. But I took it well. I took it well. I got nothing to hide, anyways. Uh, so yeah, Justin said to me a little earlier today. At least it got people talking. At least it got people talking. Heads up next time, Dad. Little phone call. Hey, son, you're gonna be on TV. Next time. I know I'm hard to reach, Dad, but a little heads up next time. I don't mind talking to people about my life story, but it's not like I'm ashamed. But it's just really they actually put on TV that I've banged my own mom. Imagine that. Thank God, at least we're in Canada and incestual marriage is legal, so I'm not looked at as creep, for doing it. It passed off as a truly romantic story. They explain a bit of our story, not in explicit detail and not all the story, but they at least explain to the Canadian people, what is the situation with me, what's my story, uh, and all. Uh, and it was on TV that I'm rightful king, So people are recognizing me, so they must have seen my face on TV, They're pointing at me and literally talking about me. That's Antoine. That's the GTF2. That's the member. That's Justin Trudeau's secret son. He banged his own mother. Apparently, he's top killer. It's like, really? Uh, uh, I appreciate the fandom. I appreciate the fans. Definitely, I think it's cool. Uh, I didn't think necessarily telling the whole country that I've been banging my mom was smart, but okay, I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. People are taking it nice, and they're like they actually think I'm cool for doing it. So apparently, so far, you know, I just can't believe I'm now that famous, right? Oh God. So anyways, that's all for today. I'll go grab some weed at the store. And, a little later, I was about to have lunch, just a sandwich that I bought at the store this morning, and I'll go to the store, the weed store, to get a couple grams of skunk. You know, I just feel like smoking some pot, right? Uh, I might not put out as much videos as I normally do for a little while. Uh, you can notice today I haven't posted a lot of footage because I've been busy, and I will be busy with personal stuff. It's nothing to worry, nothing to worry, just personal matters like renewing my driver's license and boring stuff, right? Do my taxes and I hope you understand. It's just regular average day schmo stuff that I have to do. I'm a GTF member, but I still file my goddamn taxes, right? You know what I mean. So just I'm sorry if you don't see a lot of footage or videos from me for a little while. I don't know. I'll be busy, but I'll be working in the background no matter what. I always have GTF2 on the line. I wouldn't live otherwise right now because you know and what the people are saying, what they saw on TV is it just gives me hope towards my inventions. People are talking. Not only people are talking about my inventions, are now talking more about my story. They didn't know necessarily all the story behind the invention. They just knew about Halo, that I invented Halo, right? But they didn't know my whole background. They didn't know what happened. They didn't know the whole story. And it touched a lot of people apparently. Just by what I experienced at the hospital. You know, uh, when you're in the waiting room and everybody's pointing at you and like, oh, that's Justin Trudeau's secret son, and it's kind of like, whoa, it's reality hits you in the face. It's like, whoa, this is a new level of fame. That uh, you know, uh, I don't want to boost about it, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. At least I got people talking, right? By banging my mom. I'll give my dad that if he had the idea. The whole country knows I banged my mom. Yay! I'm not ashamed about it, at all. I love my wife. She's my wife first. And mother of my kids. Uh, and it like my wife said, it makes for a truly romantic story at the end of the day when you put it all together and just look at it. She said, it does make a romantic story, and don't let people's judgment stop you, because she said last night uh, people will talk, people will judge you, and I got the hint today. Oh, that's why you said that I was on the news again. And I'm not ashamed. Like I said, far from it. I love my wife, and nothing will change that. Uh, and I think it's cool. People point at me and they're like, "Oh, that's Justin Trudeau's secret son." You know what I mean? Oh, oh, that's the real royal king, of England, And they're talking about my story, like. I had a girl sitting next to me in the waiting room was like, "Oh, look at his phone. He's got a GTF2 phone. It's a GTF2 exclusive phone. Look at it. It's not normal. He's checking the news." Really? Just because I was checking the news? You think that's special? Well, everybody's texting or YouTube or Facebook or you know what I mean, and I was checking the news right on my phone. So anyways, that's all for today for now. I might pop in and do another video a little later after I do a few errands. I just gotta see a friend and I'm gonna go get some pot. And after that, I might, have a toke and, decide to do a little video. I don't know. I'll see. I got a little headache. I worked all night, right? So I don't know. I'll see how I feel. So thanks for watching, and I want to say Canada, thanks for the support. Thanks Canadians for the support. It means a lot to me, especially about my inventions and my research. It does mean a lot to me that you are willing to support me, and encourage me. You know what I mean? It's very special, and I won't just give up now. With all the reigning support, I'm not about to give up now. I have bad days. I had bad days lately, and I apologize for that. I had a lot of stuff going on, and I had a lot on my mind, and now I feel energetic, even though I didn't sleep all night. I just been working, and having fun, I don't want to talk to you about what we did last night because not yet. It's based on I can say what it was. It was about dinosaur research and stuff and prehistoric research, but not yet. It's just I would like to do dedicated videos when the time comes. You know what I mean? Film these dinosaurs, or I'm planning something with James from the Gaming Beaver. It's a YouTube channel dedicated to certain games, based on Jurassic Park. He likes the same game I do, Jurassic World, the game, and I invited him to come to the park down the road when it's ready, to help me take footage and document a little bit for his channel, just because I like his stuff. I like his channel, and from researcher to researcher, I welcome him to come and visit the park. I even possibly offered him a print of a baby dinosaur one day, depending on how things go, and what's available, right? But I'm sure he would take good care of it. He would love it. Maybe like a compy or whatever, a small raptor or whatever we can reprint, right, for him. He would be welcome to the park to come and help me just document a little bit, share the story of the park and the company and Cam and my inventions and take footage of these dinosaurs. We are also planning a movie, maybe it's not 100% sure, but like I said, we're discussing a minor script last night, stuff like that. It was all dinosaur related, so I don't want to go into that all right away because I want to do dedicated videos for that. So, so stay tuned. I could post these videos on my channel, but I want James the Gaming Beaver to have some footage. He's just a big fan of dinosaurs as well, and I kind of want him to live the experience of actually meeting a dinosaur for real in the living. You know what I mean? So that's all for now.